of all the trade associations under the Ministry of Tourism. It's a joy always to be among your own people, to talk about your industry, to see the way forward. And I am happy to see a lot of friends, a lot of colleague industry players, and those in academic. We are happy to be with you. I was pleasantly happy when the head of department said few things about the industry, especially when she said limited understanding of the tourism industry. Limited understanding of the tourism industry. Do we really understand the industry? Do we really understand the tourism industry? If you ask me, I will say it is really limited. That is our understanding. From the top, I thought by now a government will come and give us an industry player to head us. Seriously. Because it's always difficult. A minister comes in 1 year, 2 years, she or he is changed, and you industry players have to go and educate, if I should put it, that this is what the industry entails. This is what the industry needs. Do we have the tourism policy? Those in academia, maybe you should be telling us, or Abeku, do we have the policy? I happen to visit a lot of embassies to solicit for a lot of things for the private sector. And it is embarrassing. I look stupid when you go to some of these industries. And the question is your tourism policy ready? Because what we have is still in draft. When will this policy be ready for us to know the direction of the industry? When? For me, it's a big issue that all of us need to pull our heads together to make sure our industry gets a direction. I hope you will agree with me. So let's work at it, both internally, externally, that is industry players, those teaching the industry. Let's make sure we have a direction. What I have here is the industry, past experience, present, and the future. One of the things the future must have is a policy direction. It's a need, otherwise we are just moving and we really don't know our destination. So I am challenging each and every one of us here to make sure this document is ready. Tourism for me should not be the fourth earning exchange currency for Ghana. Why do I always say so? I say so because every tourism facility employs 3 people where all other facilities will employ 1 person. It's a 24-hour operational industry. Restaurants operate 24 hours. Hotels operate 24 hours. Tour operators even more than 24 hours. Barkeepers more than 24 hours. And so, where facilities will employ 1, the tourism facility will employ 3. Do we agree? Do we actually agree? So, if we are talking about employment, which sector should we be looking at? It should be the tourism sector. Because where 1 person will be employed, the tourism sector will employ 3. And we look at the tourism industry as just an entertainment industry. Even so, if the entertainment industry will give employment, and make people happy, why do we look little in that direction? I don't know if the press is here, because we want these things to be heard. We will want what we are saying here to be heard, not leave it in this room and go back. If we look at the hotels from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars, how many Ghanaians are managing these hotels? They are all experts. They are all experts. So we Ghanaians, are we only preparing ourselves to be budget 1 to 2 managers? I hope not from the University of Cape Coast. I hope not. I am looking forward to see that graduates from this university manages the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hotels in Ghana, so the money can remain in Ghana. It's something we seriously have to look at. It's a need. We can't go through all this schooling and be looking for jobs we cannot get, but the foreigners will be getting. Then what is all the schooling about? It's our right, which I believe it's time for us to stand up to. It is our country, and so it is time for us to demand what is ours to be ours. Uncle Ben just mentioned the levies that are slapped on us. What do we gain from it? What do we gain? We employ the people, we pay, and the taxes are slapped over 22. The one fufu you are coming to eat in my restaurant, about 22 taxes will have to be added. Why? One fufu, about 22 taxes will be added. We are pleading, as our documents are in Parliament, that something serious has to be done, so that the destination Ghana that we are all selling will come down. If I'm charged all these taxes, where do I get the money? I have to transfer it to the consumer. Is that not it? Which would definitely make the destination expensive. So we are pleading that as we teach our students, we should imbibe these virtues, that we need to talk. We need to be heard. We need to talk, not only talk and sit, but we need to be heard. Actions must be taken, so that whatever we are learning here will be very, very beneficial to all of us. In fact, if there is no tourism industry, I don't know where I, Bella, will be. It's an industry I love, and I have served with passion. And sometimes when things are said about the industry, things that are preventable, it breaks a lot of us down. Again, in our Mrs. Emisa's presentation, she said arrivals have increased. If with this our sanitation, yet arrivals have increased, we can imagine if we have cleaner surroundings. Hello, that's the implication, or that's my understanding. If even with our beaches we all know, yet arrivals have increased, then if we put our heads together, work towards cleanliness of the environment, we can imagine how arrivals will be. To our students, you are most welcome to the industry. It's a wonderful industry that you cannot avoid, because it entails a lot. It belongs it is driven more by the private sector. And there is a lot that we can do. We just said we have about 25 trade associations. When you leave school, which of the associations are you coming to join? And what are you bringing on board? What is there now? What was there? And what are you bringing? Before you leave school, please determine that you are coming to make a change. You are coming to be an agent of change, so that the perception we all have about UCC tourism department will not only be for perception. We will see the reality that this student is out of this school and look at what he is saying, he is doing. Let us all come together and build a better tourism. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Wonderful, wonderful. Passionate, very outspoken, and that is the heart of a mother. The heart of a mother is as huge as the ocean, and that is why she made those critical questions that the industry or the sector needs an industrial player to head. The rampant changes of leaders at the policy level makes it difficult for all the suggestions and ideas that we've been formulating to fall on the right ears. Do we have a national tourism policy? Yes, we do, but it's still on the table. We do. But what is the essence of a policy if it's not backed by a legislation? It's as useless as a gun without ammunition. So it's a policy though, but to what extent can that policy work? So the need for us to get that policy direction for the future of Ghana. She also lamented on the high cost of the business operation. Shall we applaud the president of the Ghana Tourism Federation one more time?